Hi, this is Tracy Rooks for T Squared Software, and today we'll be going over the Kraken video training and setting up your environment, how to get everything working correctly. One of the first things you'll notice is that we need to set up some IIS 7.5 features, and if you haven't already done so, go out to your features window. You can find that on your start menu by putting in Program and see Windows Features, and on the left you'll see Windows Features. From there you'll see this little window come up, and it may take a while to come up. These are the features that I have set, and I find them to be useful in all ways. The main things that you really want to be on the lookout for are Windows authentication there at the bottom, and you also want to be able to look out for some of the IIS 6 stuff that it still uses, the metabase and things of that nature. So if you get all these set up just like this, you'll be fine, and that'll take care of the IIS. Save that. I sometimes reboot actually. And then we come into the Microsoft Enterprise Library version 5. I think here you want to do the logging block, the logging data block, and the data block. So what I do is I go out to the search on Bing and I find Microsoft Enterprise Library 5. And I run the installation. The installation generally only installs into the program files. Please do use the suggested directory, because that's where I look when I'm automatically putting in your links to it and your references. So if it's not there, it'll pop a dialog every single time, and that's something we probably need to work on, but for right now that's what it does. Then you want to run the install bat file to install the components to the GAC. ASP.NET MVC4, you can install that into the GAC. Highly recommend just running the installation. You can either do it from the web platform installer, or you can do the single one. That'll take care of most of that. To finish up the external applications, you want to look at SQL Server 2008 R2 or SQL Server 2012 SDK. You want to be sure you get those loaded right away, because they're going to be necessary for reverse engineering your databases and forward engineering them. So the next thing is you install the V6 Designer files. You should have received these by emailing us, and we'll send them to you. You'll see an email at a later part of the slide. So the first one you want to do is the Design DB. This is the database designer. And then the Design DTO, which is the data layer designer. And the business designer. And eventually you'll even get the MVC designer, although we won't have the extensions ready. So now we got extension files to load, and in addition to the DSL files, you'll get these V6 files. These actually run the extensions within the Visual Studio environment, so you want to run each of these and have them automatically install. Okay. Next is the Visualization and Modeling SDK. That usually shows up in your under your options and your extension files. So your extension file manager, you want to go out there and get those. You want to be sure you're running the premium or ultimate versions of Visual Studio, otherwise this won't work. We've set it only for those two versions at the present time.